Good afternoon, and welcome to Ocean's Pit. It's great to be back. Did you guys miss me? Oh, thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Today is Friday, July 1st, and we are back in the pit. That's right, folks, back in the pit, and I hope you guys had a great couple days just to go out and do what you do, and that's what's important in life, to go out and go do what you do and have fun. But now we're back and focused. And right here on Ocean's Pit, happy July. I know you guys are all getting ready for the 4th of July that's coming up. Hope you guys got some great plans with your family and friends. Camping, golfing, barbecuing, swimming, whatever you guys are doing. Going on a little, getting out of town. So anyway, welcome to Ocean's Pit. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com, and give us a call at 847-769-8609, folks. We got a lot to talk about, a lot of stuff to talk about, because it's what it is. Let's thank our sponsors, folks, to get the show off the road. My good buddy Roy McCampbell, Law Group, attorney at law, a statewide law practice that is client-focused and results-driven. That's Roy McCampbell. Great lawyer, honest guy. Give him a shot. 708-275-4264. Don't forget Deutsche Power Center out of Elgin, Illinois, servicing the construction and diesel industry in the Chicagoland area for the last 100 years. They're out of Elgin. Give my buddy Sal a call at 224-276-6550. Let's go keep it going, folks, with more great sponsors. Airtight Windows, siding specialist, family owned for 30 years for honesty and quality. Do it right with Airtight Windows. Talk to my buddy Lou. He can take care of, give you that free estimate. Tell him Tony O sent you. 708-788-5000. That's Airtight Windows. Let's get right off to Don Esteban Cigars, Tarpon Springs, Florida. Javier sends those hand-rolled cigars right to your house. Perfect. If you would have got them before the 4th of July, you'd be out smoking, having a great time. So 727-366-7536. Tell them Tony O sent you. You can see Ocean's Pit 4 different ways, folks. Obviously, you're watching it on the Tony Ocean Show page. You can also check down at the bottom of the screen and check us out on Twitter. Also, if you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, come on, check us out on YouTube. And folks, don't forget, at the end of the hour, I go back and I share it on my Mo Carrara page. So bunch of different ways to see Ocean's Pit Monday to Friday at noon. And last but not least, one of the guys from Trico Hair Experts, Anthony and Carmela out of Rosemont, Illinois, recreating great hair days. Give him a call at 773-999-7888. That's right, folks. Ocean's Pit. Now, I got a lot of texts, emails. Tony, where have you been? Our last show, I think, was last Thursday. And my wife was getting ready for my son Tony's birthday, so she couldn't be there on Thursday. Friday, I just took off. I had so much stuff to do, and then you know what? It's just sometimes you get overwhelmed with everything, and sometimes it's nice to have a little downtime, which I think everybody in life deserves a little downtime. Greg, how you doing, my good friend from Taverna? It was great seeing Greg last Saturday at Taverna. It was a great job. We love it out there. And happy birthday to your son, Dominic, Greg, who's also a fireman in Melrose Park. So congratulations. Danny Mazzi, how you doing, my good buddy? Look forward to seeing you Saturday. It's nice to see you. George Bliss, wow, how are you doing? A lot of Greeks in Tarpon Springs. George, hope you're doing well. Ocean's Pit, welcome back. We missed you. I missed you too, Carol. Thank you, Pina. Thank you, Albert. How you doing? Kathy, glad to see. Thank you. Ron Shammer, hope you're doing well. So, Linda, I have a wonderful, well, thank you, Linda. I have one too. Glad you see you at Rosario's on Wednesday. Well, thank you, Mark. It was a lot of fun. Ray Nardi, what's up, buddy? Sugar Ray in the house. All right, Emil, what you doing, guys? Nice to see you. Well, anyway, folks, I hope you guys are having a great time. First of all, let's go back. We did a show last Sunday at the Thirsty Parrot in Lake Como, Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. The first time that we were there, an outside place, not on the water. It's outside the water. It's on the other side of Mars. If you're ever in the Lake Geneva area and Lake Geneva, Lake Como area. What a big success it was for a Sunday, having almost 160 people count in and out through the day for a Sunday, going on from 1 to 5. And it's amazing how many people actually showed up on a Sunday. So thank you, everybody there, to put that all together. Jerry Jams, great job. Tony Toto, great job. So Joey Nash, hope you're doing well. Yes, Carol, look forward to seeing you tomorrow at Bellagio. Tonight, also, we want to thank my good buddy Gigi and everybody from Are We Live yesterday in Burr Ridge. It was a great turnout. It was fantastic. Great event. Thank you, Lisa P. As always, Ryan O'Ryan. Great job, Billy. A lot of fun. So thank you, Gigi, for that. Tonight we'll be at Chicago Prime Steakhouse with Ryan O'Ryan. Tomorrow we'll be at Villaggio in Roselle, dinner show. That's going to be a 7:30 show in the restaurant, along with Tony Toto and Rhino. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I've got Sunday and Monday off for the holiday, which usually doesn't happen. But it was nice to have a couple days off coming up for the holiday. So I'm just going to be hanging at the pool, having some fun with the family and stuff. So hope you guys are going to do good stuff on the 4th. Go out and have some fun. Of course, yesterday was 30th was my wife's birthday. So thank you, everybody, for emails and pictures and stuff, and thanking. Great event for her, and happy birthday again, my love, on her birthday. I just want to also say prayers to my good buddy Nick and Phyllis Hodges, both with COVID-19 at home. They're doing much better, but for a while they had the sore throat, the fever, that kind of stuff, and now they're just going through the motions of just trying to get better. So Nick and Phyllis, if you're listening, I wish you the best and have a good one there. So very, very cool. I also want to thank my good buddy Anthony Batista from Blackjacks. For us, we got to do his birthday party last Monday, actually, at the Villa Verone in Geneva, Illinois. It's great seeing Pietro, the owner. And there was outside patio, really nice. Looks like, if you've ever been to Villa Verone, it looks like Little Venice. It looks just beautiful. It looks like a little restaurant or bistro that you would see in Italy and Europe. So that was a lot of fun. So thank you for that. And great job, Jerry Jams, the whole weekend with me. So it was great. A lot of fun and a lot of good stuff. Now, what do we got coming up, folks? A lot of good things. Now, next Thursday is July 7th. And if you're in the Lake Geneva area, Lake Como area, and even if you're not, and you want to go out for the day, we're going to be at a beautiful Lake Geneva Concert in the Park Summer Series. That's next Thursday, July 7th, with Ryan O'Ryan and Bill Saratella of Ocean's Rat Pack. It's going to be 6 to 8. This has to be one of the best that I've done outside gazebo concerts, because you are right on the water, right smack downtown Lake Geneva. And you can bring your chairs and bring your stuff, your coolers. They do have, I think, a couple vendors there. I don't remember vaguely. But it's going to be from 6 to 8, and that's next Thursday. So come on out, Summer Series concerts in Lake Geneva next Thursday. Then next Friday, again, back at Chicago Prime Steakhouse with Jerry Jams. And then next Saturday, we're making our debut at Pier 290. July 9th, we'll be back in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin at Pier 290. Now, Pier 290 is a place that's been there for a while. I never performed there. We've had contact with each other in the last 2 years, but I just never had any dates to give them. And so we're going to take a shot. We got 4 dates with them this summer. So Saturday, mark your calendar, Saturday, July 9th, will be at Pier 290 with Ryan O'Ryan and Tony Toto. Now, Pier 290 is an upscale, more fine dining type thing, but we will be outside by the fire pit, facing the water. And Pier 290 is the only one of the restaurants where you can actually dock your boat in, and you can leave from the dock. So you're going to get big yachts there. No tickets needed, Danny. It's outside. Come on out. It's going to be great. Jerry Jams, great evening last night. Great meeting you, Dave. Thank you for coming to Are We Live. I'm glad you were there. Don't take so much time off, Mo. This is noontime fix. Well, God bless you, Gil. Look forward to talking to you tomorrow, my friend. Yeah, I appreciate that. You guys calling me and stuff. And I want to thank also my buddy Jeff and Chloe for those nice, they couldn't make my anniversary show, so they got me a Jack Daniels dress shirt that says Happy 30th and another shirt. So thank you if you're listening, guys. I appreciate it very much. Also, we stopped over at Joe from Capri in Willow Springs yesterday before we went to work for Gigi, his brother. And he just announced we're opening another Italian restaurant in Clarendon Hills, and it's going to be opening in September. So we're excited to be there. It's going to be a lot of fun. Rosemary, great seeing you and Seymour last Saturday. Angelo Packy in the house. So it was nice enough. I stopped him for a drink, me, Billy, and Rhino, and he gave me like 5 or 6 Cuban. Thank you, Cohiba. So Joey from Capri, God bless you, my brother. You just made my 4th of July. Also, today is also sad days in the Ocean Fink Bosch world. Last year at this date, I lost my good friend and longtime manager, Tony Shark LaBarbera. He's been sick. He was sick for a long time. So we knew he was sick. It was just a shocker that he died so fast. But he's like $1 million man. He's like this guy's been in and out of the hospital so many times. I thought, he'd last forever. But Sharky died a year ago today. And 7 years ago today, my wife, Laura, Bernie Bosch, her father, passed away. So my prayers go out to the Bosch family, my mama Dee and Natalie and the kids, Bernie up in heaven, Sharky up in heaven. So it's one of those days today, kind of, if you know what I mean. So, we all been through it. So it's going to be one of those days. Anyway, I want to thank you all for watching the show and tuning in. Now we're going to start having guests on. Everything's going back to normal next week, folks. So let's just get to some stories here. Alec Baldwin, great actor, character actor, the great Alec Baldwin, mostly known now for many years for shouting at reporters and not an easy guy to get along with. And of course, during the shooting of one of his movies, he accidentally shot somebody. Well, you know what? Alec Baldwin has killed more people than January 6th protesters. For all you Alec Baldwin fans out there, folks. It's not the stab in the back that's the hard part. It's when you turn around and see the person who's stabbing you. That's the big shock. And we've probably all been through it. Thank you, Pina. Thank you, Tony Toto. Great job at the Thirsty Parrot, buddy. Appreciate it. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow at Villaggio with Ryan O'Ryan. So, yeah, it's not the stab in the back. It's when you turn around and see somebody that you never thought would do it. Sometimes things are done on purpose. Sometimes things are done not thinking. It happens sometimes. But that's the sad part about certain things. So you got to watch out for that. Absolutely. Your life is not your own if you're constantly worrying about what people think. Now, we all have that in our heads. We all have the insecurities. And let me tell you something. Entertainers, musicians, artists, comics, a lot of people have those insecurities. You go up on stage, you sing. People think it's an easy job. Oh, you only work 3 hours. Well, try to keep that straight, smiling face every day, 5 days a week for the last 30 years. And I've jumped. I have bumped into bumps. Believe me, I've made my mouth got me in a lot of trouble. We all know that shit. And my actions sometimes got me in trouble too. So to try to be on is a very tough job. It really is. And I mean, it's tough for anybody. I mean, working in the public with people is very hard. And now, ladies and gentlemen, in 2020, 21, 22, you have to be so anal now and so like, watch what you do here, watch what you say here. It's going to come back to haunt you. And now it's even harder. And sometimes you just don't have those days. Some people say, don't bring your job to work. Well, out of 30 years, man, I brought my job brought my problems to work maybe, 20 times, 30 times. I don't know. I can't tell. But that's what happens a lot of times, So it happens. Tarina, how you doing, honey? I hope you're doing well. You and the family. So, yeah, that is, it's true. I love the quote. Your life is not your own if you're constantly worrying about what people think. And we have to. Did I sing the right note? Did I say the right thing? Do I look okay? Does the hair look good? Women got to go through that all the time just when they leave the house. But it's tough. Being accepted. People say, would you rather be feared or would you rather be loved? I'd rather be loved. I don't know. You got to ask yourself those questions. Remember in the movie Bronx Tale. And they said, that was one of the questions. They said, will you rather be feared or you rather be loved? And that's, he asked one of the mob guys, Sonny from Charles Parmentari, who played that. Anthony Hunt, you're the best, Anthony. You know it. I'd rather be loved. Me and Anthony sharing some Undertones music the last couple days, huh? Teenage Kicks, here comes a summer. Anyway, it's an inside joke. Anyway, Daryl Armenstad, the professor, look forward to seeing you, buddy, because I have 2 shows tomorrow. Early at Tavern on the Point for a special party with my buddy Daryl, and then at night I'll be with Rhino and Tony Toto at Bellagio's. That's tomorrow. Looking forward to seeing my good buddy Daryl Armenstad more often coming up in the fall. So it's just great. Go see my buddy Daryl. He's the best. All right. Here's something, folks. You hear a lot of this crazy stuff. Every chance you got to grab. Because some of those things only happen once in your life. So you got to take that chance sometimes. Sometimes you're on the fence. Being on the fence is the worst thing of all. And how many people are on the fence about anything? I don't know. Should I do that? Should I not say that? Maybe I shouldn't have said that. The point is, right? It's just crazy. But it's important. You get that one shot, no matter what it is, grab it, hold it, choke it, go out and get it. Because it's important. It's really important because it only comes, if you're lucky, it only comes once in your life, ladies and gentlemen. That's true, man. Now, put this also, folks. Now we still talk about the booster shots, and look, it's been going all over. People getting blood clots, people still getting boosters and shots, and still getting COVID, and so that's just a bunch of crap. But here's the thing that gets me: vaccinating children is unnecessary. When the truth comes out about all this shit, there's one thing we won't be able to do, folks. That's unvax your children. You're older people, you want to get the vaccination. If you think you're safe with that, you got underlying conditions, you want to get it, fine. But don't give these shots to babies. Don't give these shots to babies. When the truth comes out, we're going to find out. And you won't be able to unvax those kids, will you, folks? Won't be able to. All right, here's a question I get all the time, folks. You invite people to your home, whether it's come on over, do something. The gesture of it, and this is what I was always taught, is it brought up in the Italian. Michelle, how you doing, my dear friend? Do you go to someone's home empty-handed? Do you? Now, if it's not a social call, you're not dropping in, but you get invited sometimes to people's homes, whether it's a party, whatever it is. We always bring things. I mean, it's an old school thing. People go, what am I, crazy? I go to people's homes. But right? Some people just don't do it, but I always do it. And that's just me. That's the way I was brought up. If I go to my buddy's house, I'm going to bring a bottle of wine. If he smokes cigarettes, I'm going to bring him a cigarette. I'm going to bring him a cigar. I don't bring food. It's not like I walk in with a deli, with like vegetables and stuff. Never so empty-handed when invited somewhere. Thank you, Ron. And a lot of times, you go, here's a problem sometimes. Wine, dessert, something. Thank you. Absolutely, Peanut. Here's something, too. When you go and you have a friend of yours, and he's a guy friend, and you go to the house, a lot of people, and I'm going to tell you, it makes a lot of sense. This is my fault, too. I do it all the time. If I go to my buddy's friends, my buddy friend, I bring my buddy something. But sometimes you have to remember, you have the family, so it's the husband and the wife's house. So, this is an old school, right, Tony? Thank you, Tony. Tony, every time he sees me, gives me this homemade limoncello. Let me tell you something. You can start your car with that stuff. It's very good. I'm going to have a little shot today when I go to the pool right after today. I'm going to go swim for a couple hours before I go to work. But that's one of the questions. I want to say some happy belated birthdays. I have a lot. This is going to go like 4 or 5 days. Actor Jack Tolkien celebrates a birthday. The great Paul Collins from Paul Collins Beat celebrated a birthday. Actress Juliette Lewis turns 42 years old today. Let's see. Darren, let me see if I got this right. Darren Georgia from the Chicago White Sox celebrates a birthday. The great Mick Fleetwood from Fleetwood Mac celebrates a birthday. Oh, you got to love that. Oh, yeah. Pete Weller, great actor. Remember him, 75 years old. He was RoboCop And a couple days ago, Stu Sutcliffe, one of the founding original members of the Beatles, when it was John, Paul, George, Pete Best, and Stu. Very interesting stuff. Absolutely. So, need to get some birthdays out of the way. Anyway, folks, you're watching Ocean Spit. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good time. It is Friday. Some of you are probably home because you're taking off the long weekend. Some of you are out of town already. Some of you are doing nothing. Here's a story. You know what? I'm glad it made it. New York Post, a Florida woman kills a man after a man breaks into her house, tries to rape her and attack her in bed. So she shoots the man. What are you supposed to do? You shoot the man. It's that simple. Someone's breaking and entering into your home. Pina, you're working. Okay, I always break. Here you go. Never shoot. Thank you, Richard. I hope you're doing well, buddy. Right? Someone's breaking into your home. This is a woman, a Florida woman, by herself. Guy tried to rape her in her bed. Good for her. You know? People worried, oh no. I mean, it's getting to the point now. You gotta carry something to protect your family, man. I mean, anybody could just break into the fucking house these days, and you never know. So good for this lady. Hey, it is what it is. Called protection. New York Post. How about this guy? The horrible shootings in the school that happened over there in Texas. I can't pronounce the town. I always screw that up. But the chief of police, Peter Armando, if I'm pronouncing that right, he was on administrative leave now for failure for stopping the shooting. Now, this is going back a little bit. You heard about the shooting, and some of the police officers didn't react when they should have. So he's on leave, and I don't know. I don't know if he's going to lose his job. But if you look, that whole fiasco was pretty weird, man. Pretty weird. Really is. And the latest news, folks, 85 years. I think I mentioned it before, but it came up again on my news feed. I don't know why, but listen to this, folks. After 85 years of Kraft macaroni and cheese is finally changing its name. Here it is. Here's the big one, folks. Now it's called Kraft Mac and Cheese. Boy, they must have paid somebody to come up with that concept. I had a guy try to break into my house. I came after him with a goddamn nice and I'm finding ran. Unfortunately for him, I tripped and I don't want to cut his. There you go, Dick Sayed, my Armenian friend there. You got to do that. You got to protect yourself. You got to enjoy these whack jobs. How much you think they pay that company to come up with a new name? Kraft macaroni and cheese. I got it. Let's call it Kraft mac and cheese. How does this shit make the news? How about this lady? Very intelligent lady. According to CNN, she was being kidnapped. So, like an idiot at her own home to make it look like everything was okay, the kidnappers came in and told her to order us food. So she was ordering food from Grubhub, and I guess the way the comment came out, it said, please send police along with the order without telling the kidnappers, and the cops came and she got rescued from using Grubhub. Whoa, now that's thinking when your ass is on the line and people are in your house. We were talking also last week about mental health awareness, and everybody's got it, and people in people's homes, and it's horrible of people that passed away. And another just lost one of those models, a niece, if her name is right, Wadehofer, 31 years old, committed suicide at the age of 31 years old. Tony, I don't eat macaroni and cheese either, so it doesn't bother me either. But there's a lot of people that do. So, crazy day we're going through, folks, and I'm glad you guys are tuning in over. This makes a hell of a lot of sense. Next time we're starting to worry about shit, think about this. Over 90% of what we worry about never happens. Over 90% of what we worry about never happens. Remember, no news is good news? Or Gary Gnu, remember, no news is good news, or whatever. The new term is died by suicide, right, Judy? Yeah, that's new term now. died by suicide. It's horrible. I mean, you go down a list of musicians and actors and comedians, and even how about people that we don't know that they're not even in the spotlight. It's a horrible thing, horrible disease that's out there. So true, but doesn't stop us from worrying. No, you're right, Carol. We're always going to keep worrying, and we're going to keep worrying. That's just the way it is. That makes complete sense. Hear what they're saying, folks. Get your degree from home. Zoom calls. Court appearances may come on Zoom. The Chicago Police Department leaders are hiring people to work from home. It's happening all over. Court appearances, why? Just go to Zoom. Why have to go in there? The police now, you heard about that. Chicago police are not allowed to chase people anymore. The new rule in in Illinois now. If someone is there and you try to catch a crook anymore, you can just run after them. No more. Why would you? Why would you these days? You're screwed. Here you go, folks. The richest man in the world, Ken Griffith, the richest man in Illinois, largest man in headquarters, is leaving from Chicago and shipping his company to Miami. Citadel, the richest man in Chicago, is leaving in Chicago. Like I said, people are leaving Illinois left and right. This guy's finally leaving. His name is Ken Griffin, and he's leaving to go to Miami. People are going to Florida. People are going to Texas. People are leaving. Airtight. Big Lou is in the house. Doing well, my friend. What does it matter anyway? They don't prosecute him, Richard. You're right. All those people during the riots, some of them got arrested and they got let go right away. Yeah, what happens, Giovanni? Yeah, when the police start working from home, nobody gets prosecuted. So why chase these guys? You're going to arrest them? You're going to kill yourself trying to go get them. If you don't drop dead of a heart attack, you get shot or stabbed. You get the guy, and then 2 hours later, the guy's gone. With Kim Foxx in charge in the city of Chicago. For all you dog lovers, ladies and gentlemen, if you ever watched the I hope I pronounce this right, the Westminster, whatever, the dog show thing, that's really cool, watching those dogs do that stuff. But voted the best breed was the bloodhound. I never knew that. Those bloodhounds always look sad, don't they? Hey, Mr. Provenzano, the general, I hope you're doing well. Missed you, my friend. Oh, Maxwell. Maxwell again. Epstein's partner in crime, who has all the videos and tapes. They say she's probably going to get 30 to 50 years to 55 years in prison. That's it? Just 55 years? 30 to 55 years? Death. That's what belongs to that lady. If she knew anything about kids getting molested and that's sex trafficking, death. Case closed. Next. No jail time. Death. Oh, her lawyer said he possibly going to serve 30 to 55 years. How about this guy? This guy here. Leonard Lennon won $2 million on an accident. Listen to this. He's on the phone, and he heard his dog was sick. So he got his dog, and he took a quicker route, and he stopped at a convenience store and bought a $10 pick in Florida, and bam, wins $2 million. If his dog wasn't sick and he took that quick route to get back home to get this dog, he never would have won that money. So he took one big settlement of $1.6 million. He won $2 million, but he took the one payment of $1.6 million. Congratulations to Leonard Linton in Florida. If it wasn't for the sick dog, which ended up being pregnant, he never would have stopped and got that lottery ticket. Hook her up with R. Kelly. They can both believe, they can believe they can fly. R. Kelly, too, 55 years. And we'll get to that. She should have been offed already. Giovanni, eligible for parole after 5 years. Dennis, it was good seeing you, too, at the Parrot, my brother. Thank you so much for coming out. 5 years. You believe this? Not her. No, like I said, there should be no parole on this lady. Mark David Chapman, who shot John Lennon, wasn't paroled after 5 years. How about this? Amazon. We all have this Alexis. Alexis, play this. Alexis, tell me the weather. Alexis, tell me the whatever. Alexis. Amazon Alexis now can come and get the voices of dead people, dead relatives. I don't know. Would you like to say play my dad saying something so you remember the voice? I don't know. It sounds kind of weird to me. You never know, Giovanni. Yep, you're right. I'd be happy to push that button, pull the button. Me too, Dick. I would agree with you 100%. But would you guys, if you had the option on these Alexas, on these Amazon Alexa thing, and you had the option, and they can have one of your dead relatives speak to you, or would you do it? Would you do that? Would you sign up for that? Maybe he would say like he maybe had a phrase that he used to say or she used to say, or maybe a joke she used to say. It would be kind of creepy. Or maybe you're in a bad mood. I don't know. Dad, say something. Maybe it was something that your dad said when you were little that always made you feel better. Or your mother or your grandmother. I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad. There you go. Alexa, would you be yelling at me? There you go. Do a duet with Alexa, Frank Ardino's voice. Hey, Gil, that's not a bad idea. I might have to do that. But that's interesting stuff. I'm really wondering about that. Okay, folks, after all the shit show that's been going, I have my father singing and on a cassette, and I love it. There you go, emo. All right. I wish voicemails were around. With my parents died, I would have saved them. How about that? Very good point, Carol. There's a couple numbers in my phone that I didn't erase, and they're gone. Just so I can see the numbers. Sometimes, don't you wish you could just push it? And, yeah. That would be kind of cool in one way, but it could be creepy too. But in this generation, folks, since 2020 and all this crazy, since the last 2-3 years, Johnny Vegas, I'm doing well, buddy. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to Ocean Spit, the little show about big things. Monday to Friday at noon, little lunchtime fun. I have to admit, folks, after all the craziness that's going on in this world, the only two people that really made sense are those two old men on the balcony on the Muppet Show. Those two were the wise men. If the Muppets were on right now and those two wise men, you get to see them talking. Remember those two old men? They're the Bickers, whatever, those two old guys. They were the riot, the things that they said. There you go, Carol. Yeah, I got it. Can't erase your mom and dad's number. But wouldn't that be, that's it. Those are the people. Those are the wisdom people in this world right now. Those two old men from the Muppets. How about this, folks? Now, you heard of animals, cow, chickens, pigs that are fed, natural fed. So they're supposed to be healthy for you. Well, this place right here, ladies and gentlemen, they are farm-fed marijuana is going into chickens, folks, instead of antibodies, and they are selling like hotcakes. Have you heard about this? Putting marijuana in food for chickens. Now, if it's working for chickens, you know who's next? Rabbits, cows, horses. I don't know. Is this proven thing here? Does this really work? Well, supposedly this guy here, Google it, marijuana-fed chickens are fetching for better quality in the chicken. I don't know. My wife went out with her girlfriends for her birthday. She went to a 1913 call in Roselle, and they had something called Amish chicken. So, yeah, interesting. Should send those chickens to Russia. There you go. Leave a recording of yourself, your family, not to be heard until after your death. Giovanni, that's kind of, remember when they used to have those capsules that when you were kids, you used to hear about that? It was like a can or something, and you would put like pictures, or you would put something and you would bury it underground so someone sees it. Maybe unknowingly bury something in the ground without telling your family, and then leave a note. Well, provided you can leave a note, or in the will or whatever. Make sure you dig this after I'm up. I don't know, man. It's like the ghosts and hearing your family members talk to you, or I believe in that. Spirits. Time capsule. Thank you, Giovanni. Interesting stuff. This lady's so whacked, ladies and gentlemen. According to the New York Post, she was so paranoid with COVID-19 and the way the chemicals and all this bullshit are on people's food. She takes her lettuce and salad that she buys from the grocery store and washes it in her washing machine. Folks, you can't make this up. This is according to the New York Post. Washing machines. Washing her lettuce and salad in her washing machine. What? Not the dishwasher, the washing machine. Why don't you put it in the dishwasher? Speaking of our Chicago Police Department or any police department in your neighborhood, if you are around and you see an officer that needs help, would you assist? You see an officer down, or you see something, an officer. Would you assist? I would. If I could, I would. If I see that an officer needs help. Gross, yes. I buried in the ground the St. Joseph, sold my house, Chicago, sold in a month. Yeah, they heard about that. Burying the St. Joseph statue before you sell your house. I heard that. People swear by it. It's also, thank you, Johnny Vegas says, yes, he would help. It's almost like when you, call out for St. Anthony when you lose something in the house. You can't find it. So you say, pray to St. Anthony, and supposedly you're supposed to find this. You lose your keys, you lose your phone. You know what? Look, whatever helps. If it makes you comfortable and it makes you do what you do and it makes it easier for you, go ahead and do it. No one can tell you differently. Have you ever saved someone's life? Or has someone ever saved your life? I don't know. I've never saved someone's life. Physically, I've never saved someone's life. Through the years, I had people come up to me and say, Tony, I heard you sing and I was going to commit suicide. And I heard you sing, and I heard you tell a story or something. It wasn't even during this show. And I thank you for that. Wow, very touching. I don't know what do you say to that. But have you ever done? Saved a woman from getting mugged. See, Giovanni, good for you. Want to fix some things? Take the mobile phones away from young people. What do you think, Dennis? Not only young people, all of us, man. I mean, I am addicted to this thing, good and bad. Chased a motherfucker on the MF for 2 blocks. St. Anthony, stick around. Something's lost and can be found. Works every time, Judy. There you go. I believe it does work. Thank you, Dennis. I appreciate that, my friend. Yeah, if you've saved, even if you touch somebody's life, there's a lot of people, everybody that you meet in life, you touch somehow. If you think about it, they say everybody that you end up meeting, you learn something new from that person just by your conversation, good or bad. So I think that's kind of cool. Look at this. Vito Zotto was a saving grace when our son was dying of MS. See? Vito, comedy, singing, great guy. You're not getting my cell phone. There you go, Robert. Yeah, there you go. They should call it the MB phone as well as the phone. It owns us. Wow. Kill. That's good. That's good. It does own us. And not only does this own us, but this laptop and video games, that owns us. That social media owns us. We're all on it right now. This is good, I'm hoping. There's a lot of good with social media, too. A lot of bad. It's like television. This happened, if Albert's still listening, all the other Beatle fans out there, June 30th, 1967, the Beatles, John, Paul, George, and Ringo released and recorded All You Need Is Love. An incredible song that, boy, do we need love now. In the studio, it was a national TV debut, if I'm correct, if I'm remembering this right. I don't know how many views they had all over the world, and they sang All You Need Is Love, and love is all you need, you know. And love is very important. It helps to a degree. Common sense is even more important. But the Beatles recorded that, and it was a big event at that particular time. So Global Beatles Day for all you Beatle fans out there, and we love them. I love the Beatles. Ladies and gentlemen, gas is higher than some of your credit scores. Thank you, Bonnie, for sending that in. Wow. Now they say the gas is coming down. We're going to talk about that down the line. Another happy birthday to Gary Moffett, one of the original members of April Wine, a great Canadian band. Just between you and me. Great song, that is. Anyway, happy birthday. David Gage, my good friend up, if you're listening, pal, going through some hard times with your health. I love you, brother. And thank you for being a good friend all those years and being a great sound man for many, many years. David Gage. Tony's a grace. Thank you, Terry. I appreciate that. This is great. Thank you. Music in the 60s, 70s were about love. Giovanni, absolutely. Still my favorite music, 60s and 70s. I love the 80s music, too. I don't know about now. Music is pretty fucked up now. But there's some songs I get that there's some songs right now that teaches everybody. I mean, look, even though some of these songs are like, whether it's country or whether it's rap or whether it's grunge, whatever you're listening to, some of these messages and some of these kids find these messages and it's positive to them. It might not be positive to us because we're that age. I know I'm going to be 60, and it's not saying that we're old, but mentality, we have different ways of music. You know, we don't look at things like some of the younger generation. So I like the newer music? No, but they're doing something with it. Whatever works for them, Giovanni. I agree. Whatever works for them. We also lost a great Chicagoland entertainer. The great Jay Michaels passed away. I remember working with Jay at Tuscany many years ago. Jay Michaels, as rest in peace. Another birthday we missed, one of the greatest guitar players ever, the great Jeff Beck celebrates a birthday. Also, Kurt Smith from the band Tears for Fears. Shout, let it all out. Hate that stupid song. Anyway, happy birthday. All right, folks, you heard it. And I'm not going to get much into this topic today. I'm going to wait till my wife is with me on Thursday, Laura, and we'll talk about that. But the U.S. Supreme Court ruled the rule of Roe versus Wade that was put together in 1973, right to abortion. It's a topic I'm not going to touch right now, but we're going to talk about it when I have my wife on Thursday, because it was all over the news. People were just, wow. I think now in New York, they passed a rule too, if I'm correct. You don't have to have a license to carry a gun anymore, if I heard that right. So I don't know what this world is coming to, ladies and gentlemen, but wow. We're going to talk more on that. And I'm sure everybody's got an opinion about that. Peggy, I hope you're doing well, my dear friend. Peggy Flynn. I think you're still in Kenosha, right? Are you still in Wisconsin? I hope you're doing well, honey. Speaking of Wisconsin, next Thursday, we're very close to Kenosha. We'll be in Lake Geneva, concert in the park, Thursday night, Kenosha. We'll actually be in Lake Geneva Thursday, July 7th, downtown Lake Geneva, outside free concert. And if you can't make it on a Thursday, come on down to Pier 290 next Saturday, July 9th in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, outside by the water. It's going to be great. A lot of fun. That's 7 to 11. 7 at night to 11. Love doing nighttime shows in Lake Geneva like we used to do back when it was at Jilly's. So I'm excited about that. Next Saturday, July 9th, Pier 290, Rhino Ryan, Tony Toto, and that's at Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. That's 7 to 11. And then Thursday, July 7th, we're going to be at the concert in the park. Yours truly, Rhino Ryan, and of course, Bill Saratella from Ocean's Rat Pack. That's going to be a 6 to 8 o'clock show bring a cooler, bring your blankets, bring your chairs. Last time was almost over 1,000 people. So it was a lot of fun. Looking forward to that. How about this? Right around election time is coming, folks, in November. And you know they're going to try to come up with something to scare people again. Well, right now, folks, they found in the sewers of London traces of polio. Have you heard about this? Traces of polio found in the sewers of London. Oh, the world ain't what it was, but my mother D said something very good. It's not the world, it's the people in the world that are fucking it up. The world's got nothing to do with it. The world's got nothing to do with it. It's the people, and some of the people in this world are whacked. And we're seeing all this. But now let's release another virus, maybe. Polio. We found it in London. Now they'll do anything, won't they? Jesus Christ. 1,785 flights were canceled for the 4th of July weekend, and over 500 will be delayed. For you people that are thinking about flying out on the holiday, watch out. And Richard, what the fuck are they doing in the sewers of London? Great question. The sewers are like sensors for society. They always said the London sewers are supposed to be dirtier than our sewers. I don't know if that's true or not. I think sewers are sewers. I think they're all dirty. How about this poor patient? Went to get his eye fixed. Doctor fucked up, hit his other eye. Now he's blind. You know what I call that? Lawsuit. Hey, doc, getting something in my eye, I have a problem. This guy did it on the wrong eye. So not only is his eye fucked up, but now the other guy's fucked. Now he's, what? This is an eye doctor. What was he drinking that day? Or she? Can't even trust doctors anymore. We haven't trusted them for years. I'm just going to say that. Lawsuit, right? It's like whiplash. Rhymes with get cash. He didn't see it coming. Oh, Richard. Sewers tell you what people are consuming and extracting. Good point, Giovanni. That's very, very, very good point. Wow. And Giovanni just said they actually take samples of sewer matter and archive it. Wow. So, right? If it's going to be found somewhere, or it could be a bat, like when we got COVID, or supposedly a bat got it, bought it to us. We know exactly where COVID-19 came from, folks. Right from the Democratic government along with the China, and they sent it to us. So let's just forget about that. Uh-oh, here it comes. Woo! Anyway, yes. So now they're going to find polio in the sewers of Paris. Disease especially. Yeah, tons of diseases. Absolutely. How about Costco now? Violating animal welfare by selling their chickens for $4.99 at Costco? Could someone tell me what the big deal with this is? You guys ever get that grocery? That's great chicken. Costco's chicken, right? Dennis, too many of the younger generation don't understand rough times. Well, you're right about that. It's all new to them because some of the younger generation never went through anything. Maybe some of them went through 9/11. But I don't know. It's like one thing after another. I mean, it's like you wake up every morning and it's like a wheel of fortune. You know, spin the wheel. And today, 5 people, like the cop, the officer that just got shot in Little Italy today. Or do they cost more than $4.99? Are those the marijuana chickens? Good point, Giovanni. I don't know, but it said violating animal welfare for selling the chickens for $4.99. I know they've been doing it for a long time. Walmart sells those good chickens. Jewel sells those chickens too. I don't know if it's the same chickens. I don't know where they all get it from. Happy birthday to David Pash, one of the original singers for the band Toto. Also, George Michael. Remember George Michael from Wham? And of course, he had a big solo career. And of course, he got caught jerking off some guy in the bathrooms in London. Anyway, yeah, that's more stories, underneath stories for George Michael. Patti Smith, or Patti Smythe, one of my favorite female singers of all time, the Warrior. She was with Scandal. We opened for her at the Arcada Theater with the Dream Police. Very cool. Here's another fact, folks. Blue whales are larger than a basketball court. If you take one giant blue whale, it's larger than a basketball court. Isn't it even hard to imagine? You don't even think about that. Makes a lot of sense. Happy belated birthday to Laurie LaRusso. Of course, Joey's wife, Laurie. She's not on Facebook. So, Joey, hope you're doing well, my friend, and give my best to Laurie. Hope she had a great birthday. If you're trying to force a needle in my arm last year, then I don't want to hear my body, my choice from you. Now, these interesting quotes and stuff that people are sending now. If you were trying to force the needle into my arm last year, then don't tell me my body, my choice right now. I went to the battlefield of war, ugly and hell. You don't forget. God bless those who served. Dennis, God bless those who served. And we talked about this Memorial Day, Veterans Day. How come we only get a day? How come these people only get a day? Black History Month gets a whole month. Nothing wrong with that. Everybody deserves the same thing. Veterans Day, it should be Veterans Month, Memorial Month, Pride Month. That's fine. Give us Veterans Month. Give us Memorial. Give it for the Army, the Navy. Give it people who fought for our country. How about Mother's Month? Mothers, what they do? How about Father's Month? Forget one day. You can't give your dad love for one day. You can't give your mom your love for one day. Got to be months. All right, Craig, thank you. Thank you, Craig. Costco takes a loss on their roasted chicken and their hot dog combos. It keeps us going to Costco. Well, thank you, Craig. See, I knew I'd get a good answer. Craig or Jerry Jams and these guys that looked that up. Thank you, Craig. So I don't know what the deal is with animal welfare. There's probably some guy again bitching and moaning. They have to find something wrong. You know, you got a good deal there. How many people have been going there? Let's find something to piss people off. So now let's go fuck around with Costco's chicken. Really? And I love this quote. Thank you, Molly, for sending this. I'm sorry, folks, but if you wore a mask for 2 years to protect yourself from COVID, you might as well wear a rubber when you're going to have sex to protect yourself from somebody getting pregnant. Kind of makes sense. Thank you, Molly. Words of wisdom. How about this, folks? Speaking of, I don't know about Costco, but talking about retail stores in general. Have you heard about this? They rather have you not make your returns. Some of these stores rather have you keep the shit instead of returning it. Makes sense. Costco takes a lot of their own. Either way, the chickens are going to die and get eaten. There. Good point, Craig. It's not like that's right. Someone's going to grab one, cook one, and we're going to eat one. Absolutely. Isn't that bad enough? They're going to die, these chickens. We're going to just keep them in a cage everybody can look at? Nothing wrong with that, but the chickens are good. Anyway, returns. Have you heard about this? That certain stores are good, rather have you take the stuff and keep it instead of returning it. I think we bought something here. We bought a couch or a mattress or something here, if I remember, a few years ago, and they said, keep it. We don't want it back. So I can buy something and say I don't want it anymore to get my money back. I don't know the whole plan of that, Giovanni. I don't know. Got to run, Carol. See you tomorrow, honey. Give my best to Dan. Ocean's Pit. Yeah, well, like I said, maybe they got, people returning hoses. How do I know? Let's see. How about this poor guy? He's on a vacation. He went to this joyride, this amusement park. Went out on a roller coaster, the family, having a great time. It is hot out. Now it's like over 100. This is in Texas. It is hot. This guy gets stuck on the top of the ride, almost dies of heat, whatever they call that. Imagine that. You're just going out to have a good time on these rides. I don't know. I'm still scared of those rides. I won't go on a roller coaster. I'm sorry. There's poor guy just trying to have a good time up on this thing, and he gets stuck. The machine breaks. It's 101 out. Sun's beating down on him. There's no protection. Heat stroke. This guy could die up there. Nuts. If my good friend Laurie Stevens is watching, I'm so sorry again about your father. She lost her dad. My good friend Laurie and Franny. Franny and Laurie Stevens, they come to the show, they watch the show, they've been on the show. Two great ladies. And I'm sorry, Laurie, that you lost your father. So prayers go out to you. Happy birthday, the great, this is more belated birthdays from last week that we didn't get to mention, folks. Derek Jeter, one of the greatest New York Yankee around. June Lockhart, remember her from Lost in Space, celebrates her birthday. How about the great Peter Lorre? Remember Secret Squirrel? Peter Lorre, one of my favorite old-time actors for horror and sci-fi, the great Peter Lorre. Brian Brown, another great actor, celebrates a birthday. These are more birthdays that we get. How about this, folks? 50 years ago, for all you video guys out there, 50 years ago today, Atari was invented. 50 years ago today. Think how much farther they've got since they came out with Atari. Or remember we were a kid on Bozo, Pow, Pow. Remember on the screen you used to be able to play Pow, that stupid Pow, Pow. And that was the most dumbest thing. Remember on Channel 9? Hello, good to see you. Angela, good to see you too, my friend. Your impressions are hilarious. Thank you, Richard. Peter's like, hey, gee, Secret Squirrel. Pong, that was it, Pong. Remember? Pong, pow, boom, pow on the TV. I think Bozo did it once. Pong, that's it. Tell me that didn't screw you up. 50 years. Happy anniversary to Atari, 50 years ago today. Supreme Court reduced the favor of a football coach, just according to New York Post, a football coach before the start of his game, a college football coach before the start of the game, got on his knees and he prayed. He got in trouble from the school, and he took him to court, and Supreme Court ruled for the coach. Good for him. Why can't you pray? He didn't tell anybody else to pray. He got on the knees and prayed himself before he jumped on the field. What is wrong with that? I pray every night before I go on my gigs. I'm on an airplane before me and my wife. We're ready to take off. And right before we take off, we're holding hands. We make the sign of the cross. This guy gets fired, loses his job. The Supreme Court ruled for him. Good for him. What's wrong with praying? He's not saying you got to pray to my God. He's praying to whoever he wants to pray to. Good for him. Happy birthday, Cara Mia. Of course, my good friend Christina and Carlo from the TV show, of course, Smothered, and from the pizza place, Pizza Boy Pizza, her little daughter, Cara Mia, celebrated her birthday last couple of days ago. So happy birthday. I missed that, folks. Look, folks, this country is so screwed up right now that the Statue of Liberty, they showed a picture of the Statue of Liberty swimming back to France because France gave it to us, the United States, many years ago. It was a gift from France to us. So they showed a picture of the Statue of Liberty running back to France. That's how screwed up we are in this country. I don't know, folks. We had the pre-elections on Tuesday. JB, our governor, won by 99% or 94%. He will be Democrat. He will be the running guy for the Democrats in November. And then, of course, Bailey won for the Republicans, so we'll be against Bailey and Pritzker in November to see what happens there. I'm voting for Bailey. We all know that our country isn't perfect, but it's still by far the greatest country on the planet. Ron, I agree with you. We know there's a lot of other countries out there. My God, that shit that happens. So in this shit world that we're living in right now, and you know what? If you think about it, we created some of this shit ourselves in this country. So again, it's not the country. It's just not the world. It's some people in the country and some people in the world. I worked at Marshall Field, a Muslim praying. No one said anything. Well, why should they pray? Let her play. Let them pray. All you need to do is win governor of Illinois, stay out of jail, right? This guy hasn't been to jail yet, has he? A good point there, Giovanni. Good point. Ocean Spit, folks, it's coming to the end. End of the day. End of the show. I want to thank you all for watching today. I know I've been missing a couple days, but I'll be with you now, back again Monday through Friday. I want to thank you all. Let's thank some of the last sponsors here, of course, my good buddy from Patriot Funding Incorporated. They're right out of Roselle, Illinois. When the timing is everything, Patriot Funding Incorporated, commercial money lending at its finest. Call Dave Antonelli at 630-675-4730. And don't forget to contact our son Joe at Portillo's if you're looking for a fundraiser for a nonprofit organization for your organization. Give our son Joe Fank a call. He's in charge of marketing. He can help you with that. Go to jfank@portillos.com or 224-636-3646. Tell them that, folks. And let's not forget Laura Ocean Solutions. Credit card. That's it, man. So Laura Ocean Solutions increase profits while reducing credit card fees. All those hidden fees. She can save you the money because she owns the company. So check out my wife's company, Laura Ocean Solutions. You guys have been incredible. Again, I want to thank you all for tuning in today. Tonight, Chicago Prime Steakhouse with Rhino Ryan, 7 o'clock. Tomorrow, Villaggio in Roselle, Rhino and Tony Toto, 7:30 hit. And I'll be at an earlier party with my buddy Daryl at Key Tavern on the Point tomorrow. Don't forget, next Thursday, Lake Geneva concert in the park, 6 to 8. Me and my good buddy Bill Saratella. And then next Saturday, Pier 290 in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, 7 to 11, outside fun, baby. I want to thank you all for watching the show, everybody. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com. Give us a call at 847-769-8609. Thank you for supporting local establishments and live entertainment. Keep buying local and shop local. And Nick and Phyllis out there, feel better. I love you guys. Bernie Bosch up in heaven, God bless you. Tony Shark up in heaven, God bless you. Guys, have an incredible day. God bless you all. In the words of Ringo Starr, peace and love. Peace and love. God bless you. Thank you.